What you're looking at on screen is one of our clients who on October 28th had a $91,000 day at a 6.47 blended return on ad spend. Now, for some brands, $91,000 is a pretty decent month, let alone being at a 6x return on ad spend. So what I want to do today is break down what I believe are the three most important things that actually allowed this brand to have a $90,000 day while being ridiculously profitable at a time where a lot of brands were severely struggling with election fatigue, bad Facebook ads performance, and overall just mass market slowness. So let's go ahead and jump in. But before we do, again, I just want to take one more look at this beautiful dashboard here, again, from our partners over at Triple Whale to see how insane this is that this client had a $91,000 a day, which was a 430% increase in sales compared to the previous year, as well as a 27% increase in efficiency. So the first thing that we did for this client that obviously helped us have such a big day is we were running a promotion. Okay, it was the end of the month and we were starting to see that our traction and evergreen ads were absolutely crushing, but we decided to launch an end of month offer, essentially an October offer that allowed us to really pour gasoline on what was already a very effective funnel. However, what I want to call out that we did that was a little bit different from just running a basic promo like so many brands do is we actually leveraged the discounts that we already were running on the site for basically people who were bundling to actually show the complete discount with the additional sale that we had running. So if I've lost you there, what I basically want to explain is this client in particular, like so many of our clients, have bundles set up on their store. And essentially what we did is we took the discount code that we were running and we applied it with the additional percentage off that we had marked down in the back end. So what I see a lot of brands do is that when they run a promotion, they just call out that promotion, whether it be 15% off or 20% off or whatever it may be. But for this client specifically, we did something that I'm now calling offer stacking. And so what I mean by that is if on your evergreen store, you have a price slash next to your product. So say for example, you have $100 slashed out as your compare at price in Shopify, and then the actual price of your product is $80. Well, for this client in particular, when they ran their sale, and for the sake of just a random number, I'm going to go with 20% off. What we did is we took that 20% off, which would be an additional $16, and we added that with the additional savings that we already had, quote unquote, showing on the front end to make the overall discount appear that much bigger. So rather than us saying 20% off or $16 off, because again, 20% of $80 is 16, what we did is we took that $16 and we added it to the savings with the markdown price, which was another $20, and then we were announcing that it was $36 off, or if you actually take that $36 and divide it by 100, you would get 36%, which then entirely gives us a bigger number and a bigger discount to shout on our ads channel, which makes it that much more appealing to users who are obviously product aware or brand aware or in the market for our specific product. Now, the key difference here is we were able to take an offer that was just a standard 20% off, but because they already had specific products that were marked down on the website just on an evergreen level, we added the two together, essentially offer stacking, and started to advertise the bigger discount to our channels. And after reflecting, that was one of the biggest drivers that we did not do last year during this time of year that led to massive success this year and just ultimately providing more value. Now, something that I want to call out as well is we also carried that discount all the way through the funnel, and that was done with a bit of custom code. But the most important thing here is that when someone was shopping on the store, they were seeing massive discounts because of the evergreen price slashes plus the discount code that we were running, which obviously helped a ton with conversions. Now, to give you context of how well this client store was converting, if you look at their Shopify score, which for those of you who don't know what a Shopify score is, that is when you multiply your average order value by your conversion rate. Their Shopify score was 1100 during the day of this sale. To give you context, that would be like having a $100 average order value and an 11% conversion rate. It's just absolutely insane. Now, the second thing that was a huge part of this brand's success is, to stay on trend here with conversion rate, is they had extremely high converting landing pages that we had been testing that we then also optimized for our sale. Now, if you're a brand running landing pages, which if you are, you're already ahead of the game, make sure that whenever you're running some kind of promotion that you also update your landing pages. I see so many times brands just forget to update their landing pages whenever they have some kind of promotion going on their store, but you are missing out on tons of sales dollars by not doing that. And for this client specifically, we had actually been testing over a dozen landing pages the last 3 months, and we were going into this sale with 4 pages that were absolutely crushing it. And so as you can imagine, we were already scaling with the landing pages inside of our Facebook ad account, and when we added the sale on top of it, that basically just blew everything up and the sales started going crazy. And so this is just another reminder that if you are not testing landing pages the way that you are testing ads, or if you're not testing ad creatives at all, you definitely need to be. And then once you do that, start testing landing pages. Landing pages are such a cheat code for actually scaling your Facebook ads performance when you do them the right way. And again, maybe you've seen me talk about landing pages before, or you haven't. Your landing page is meant to carry the rest of the customer journey from the ad. So if you're just putting up landing pages, or you're like, I've tried listicles, I've tried splash pages, they don't work, I would highly encourage you to go a lot deeper and actually start paying attention to the ads and what that traffic is seeing on the front end, and then building a landing page off of that, because I can almost guarantee that if you do that, you will likely convert a lot higher and you will be able to scale your Facebook ad performance a lot further and get closer to having $90,000 days. Now, the third and final thing that led to this massive sales day is high quality imagery. Now, you might be wondering, well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, it has to do with the ads that we were actually able to make for this brand specifically. They had invested into imagery and basically into static ads that were very appealing. This client understands the importance of content, and so they had invested some of their marketing budget into getting high quality content and photos of their product in the right environment, with the perfect lighting, with the right amount of space for our team to add any kind of text or editing. And by using that high quality imagery as our static ad and not doing anything other than just adding messaging, we were able to have static ads that could spend over $7,000 a day. Now, if you compare the ads that we were running as a brand compared to our competitors that were using some, gimmicky Photoshop or some Canva template, the difference is night and day. We were clearly standing out as a much more premium brand because of the photography and because of the extra effort that our client went through to make sure that they have high quality images of their product that allows us to stand out in the auction, especially during sales and promotion periods. I think this is such an underrated way for brands to actually, number one, elevate their brand, but also number two, to get not only better looking ads, but way higher converting ads, because the imagery does all of the magic. You don't have to add, again, gimmicky things or Photoshop backgrounds or use some kind of glitchy AI, although AI is, again, pretty powerful. The imagery itself does all of the talking, and I think it is so important for, especially you as a brand owner that is trying to scale, to invest into high quality images, not only for your website, but also for your ads, especially this time of year, because static sale ads with great looking backgrounds, perfect lighting, and the right product shot can help you make ads that can spend thousands of dollars a day and help you be more successful with your Facebook ad strategy. Not to mention Google Ads and a few of these other platforms as well. So with that said, those were the 3 things that ultimately helped this client do over $90,000 a day. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you happen to be a Shopify brand that wants to learn more about how we're actually making these 90,000 or 100,000 plus sales days actually happen for our clients, as well as the members in our consulting community, I'd highly recommend that you click the link below to check out Evolve, which is our full end-to-end consultation program that'll show you everything that you need to know about scaling to $100,000 plus per day on Shopify, and give you the exact playbooks that we use to make that happen. We just recently helped another Evolve member hit over $100,000 a day following our strategies, and just just like our client here at the agency, the numbers that we're hitting with these strategies are absolutely insane. So again, if you want more information, the link to Evolve is down below. And finally, if you happen to be a multiple 6 or 7 figure Shopify brand that wants to partner and have our agency do it, then I would encourage you to check out the second link below that will take you to easymedia.com, where you can fill out an application and join our wait list, as we are currently closed for the Q4 holidays, to make sure that we're scaling our brands and help more brands like this actually accomplish massive sales days. But with that said, we still are taking applications, and we love to discuss a strategy with you in 2025. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this week's video, and I'll see you in the next one.